They stole my college fund by claiming I was mentally disabled just to pay for my sister's tuition. Now I've uncovered everything, and they could owe me over $150,000. They thought I'd never find out. But this is only the beginning. When I was 17, I started noticing something was off. My friends were applying for colleges, getting acceptance letters, scholarships. I was excited my GPA was solid. I had good recommendations, and my dream was to study biomedical engineering. My parents had promised me since I was little that they were saving for my education. But when I asked them about my college fund, they brushed me off.
We'll handle it.
My mom said, always with a tight smile.
Don't worry your head about money.
But then came the acceptance letter from the university I wanted. Full tuition was $48,000 a year, I asked again. That's when my father told me the truth, or what he claimed was the truth.
You can't manage college,
He said, voice cold.
You've always had problems. We applied for disability status years ago. The fund is locked. It's for your care, not education.
I was stunned. What do you mean, disability? I don't have any disability. My mother just nodded grimly.
The school always said you were behind in development. You didn't make friends easily. We had to protect your future.
It was like someone knocked the wind out of me. They decided for me that I wasn't capable and used that claim to gain legal control over my finances. But it didn't stop there. Just months later, I found out my younger sister, Ashley, was headed to a prestigious private university, paid by our parents. Tuition, housing, a car, everything. I confronted them. So I'm too disabled to go to college, but Ashley gets a brand new Honda and a dorm on the beach? Dad scoffed.
She's going places. You just waste the money.
That night, I packed a bag and left. I crashed with a friend for a while, got a part-time job at a hardware store, and enrolled in community college. I took night classes, worked all day, slept on a futon in a studio with 2 other roommates. Slowly, painfully, I made work. 5 years later, I graduated with a degree in software engineering. I landed a job at a rising startup and built a name for myself. Within 3 years, I started my own firm today. My business brings in over 6 figures annually. I've built everything from scratch. Then, 2 months ago, a letter arrived from a government agency. It was a routine audit of old disability claims. My name was flagged. I was listed as mentally disabled and receiving aid under my parents' supervision until age 22, but I had never received anything. I requested my records. What I found made my blood boil. They'd filed for benefits under my name, declared me incapable of handling money, and funneled every dime into a trust over $150,000 that they controlled. Meanwhile, I was eating ramen noodles and sleeping on couches. I hired a lawyer. "Can we do anything?" I asked him, hands shaking. He looked at the documents.
If we can prove they misrepresented your condition for financial gain, not only can you sue for breach of fiduciary duty, you could press criminal charges.
I didn't want revenge. I wanted the truth. So, at a family gathering, my sister's engagement party, of all places, I laid it all out. I pulled out the documents, placed them on the table in front of everyone, and calmly said, "My parents stole my college fund by pretending I was mentally disabled. They used it to pay for Ashley's education and claimed I couldn't function." The room went silent. Ashley's fiancé stood up, confused.
What?
My mom whispered.
How dare you bring this here?
I cut her off. I lived in my car for a month while you cashed disability checks in my name. And now the state wants an explanation. My dad tried to laugh it off, saying I was exaggerating, so I showed the letters, the bank statements, the legal filings. "You didn't just steal from me," I said. "You labeled me broken so you could funnel money away. That's not parenting. That's fraud." Now, the investigation is underway. My lawyer believes I'll win restitution. My parents have gone silent, but I've heard they're trying to liquidate assets, probably preparing for court. Ashley texted me last week. "I didn't know. I'm sorry. I haven't responded yet. I'm not sure if I ever will."